Good morning, SHS.
Welcome back. I'm Austin Keelantan.
I am Kaylin Serrano.
And I'm Gracie Santayana.
Now stand up for a moment of silence. Now Kaylin will lead us in the pledges.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Happy Monday, everybody. Start of a new week. It's also 9/11.
Today marks the 22nd anniversary of the terrorist attack on 9/11, where close to 3,000 civilians and first responders died. On September 11, 2001, 19 militants associated with the Islamic extremist group Al-Qaeda hijacked 4 planes and carried out suicide attacks against targets in the United States. 2 of the planes were flown into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York City. A 3rd plane hit the Pentagon just outside Washington, D.C., and the 4th plane crashed in a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Almost 3,000 people were killed during the 9/11 terrorist attacks, which triggered major U.S. initiatives and combat terrorism and defined the presidency of George W. Bush. Although many of us were not alive yet or were too young to be impacted at the time, our world has never been the same as it was on September 10, 2001. Airports, travel, and national security all vastly different now. Our military and world are still facing the repercussions of combating Al-Qaeda and ISIS in the Middle East and Central Asia. This tragic event coined phrases like "never forget" and "let's roll" stickers, often seen on semi-trucks and used in current pop culture. The latter statement refers Flight 93 hero Todd Beamer's "let's roll" phrase captured on a 911 call before he and other passengers attempted to take on the hijackers. Flight 93 eventually crashed into a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. To this day, 1,106, or 40% of the victims, are still unidentified.
Obviously not a good event, sensitive topic for some, or for most. Just remembering the day that it was one of the worst events up to date.
On a lighter note, Austin will now tell us about the weather for this week.
Weather will be hot with a possible cool down and chance of rain early this week. We should be having fronts make their way to South Texas, so we can hopefully say goodbye to this heat.
Probably like low 90s though.
Yeah. Well,
It's just not miserably hot.
At least it's not expected to cool down.
Students that are parking in the student parking lot are not allowed to park in the spaces in front of the athletic building. Those spaces are for staff only. If a student is bringing a non-permit vehicle, they must stop at the Welcome Center to get a temporary pass. If you do not have a permit or pass, you will be called out to remove your vehicle from the parking lot. You may speak to Ms. Knox if you have any questions.
And SHS is hosting a Through the Decades homecoming dance Saturday, October 14th in the cafeteria. There will be a fun photo booth selling photos for $5. Plenty of food and drinks will be provided free of charge. And this event is an incentive for students who have no more than 3 unexcused absences through October 13th, no more than 2 D-halls assigned, and no ISS and or DAP placements.
Ticket sales will begin Monday, September 11th for $10 a person and $15 at the door. So get your tickets early before they run out, I guess, so you don't have to pay more. Out-of-town guest forms will be picked up in the front office beginning also Monday, as well as these forms need to be brought back by October 6th to the front office. The dress code will be enforced, so review the guidelines posted in the hallway by the cafeteria. Let's help this make a memorable event to last year's.
It's our last event in our old SHS school before we move on, so let's leave it with some memories. So FCA, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, will be held in Coach Laudig room 11 on Fridays at 7:30. Anyone can go. It is not just for athletes. This is a time to hear scripture, pray, and have fellowships with one another. And I also heard that they have breakfast too, so if you want a free breakfast, that's another reason.
Yeah. And varsity volleyball hosts West Oso Tuesday and Beeville on Friday, so make sure you come out to support our volleyball team. And cross country JV runs Tuesday at the Toloso Midway Invitational, while varsity travels to TAM UCC meet this Saturday.
Our Spirit Days dress-ups are as follows. September 15th is Barbie and Ken Day. September 22nd is Space Day. And September 28th is Neon Day. So make sure you participate.
Show some
Show
school
some
spirit.
school spirit.
For football, the JV football team travels to Edna, while the freshman football travels to Kennedy, and varsity football hosts Edna at 7:30 p.m.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison Brown and I'm here with
Hannah Robertson. Juliana Villa.
So I've heard a lot about the Pirate Petals Club, so I was wondering if y'all could go in more depth about that.
So it's basically a fundraiser that we're doing so we can do more stuff in floral design. And we'll be making a new arrangement each month for all of our staff here at St. ISD to buy.
That is so cool. I am personally so excited for that. Do you have anything else to add?
Be sure to look out for any floral stuff and go floral.
Go Floral!
Thank you, Maddie and Savannah, for that lovely interview. Next, if you have a loved one who has served or is currently serving in the U.S. military, we would love to honor them in a Veterans Day slideshow that will be aired on our announcements. I know it is a good while before Veterans Day, but we want to put the word out as soon as possible and start collecting all of those photos so that we have time to make the slideshow as best as it can possibly be.
So ask your loved ones, veterans, anybody. We would love to include them. Trivia. We actually have Mario leading us for trivia today, so Mario, come with me.
Hey guys, I'm Mario. Today's trivia is, what agency did the Homeland Security Department put in place after September 11th during the terrorist attack? What organization did they put in place?
Is it like the one by airports? The airport one, like, what is it called? It's like the acronym, right?
TSA.
TSA, yeah. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's
TSA.
TSA, Transportation
Yeah, it's
Security
crazy.
Because they're like all strict with all
was
this
in
stuff. Like,
place
you can't have
since
nothing.
November 19th, 2001.
Thank you, Mario.
Thank you, Mario.
Thank you,
you,
Mario,
Mario.
for that trivia.
And today's thought of the day. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. And that was by Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah. Do y'all have anything to add on? Or you said, do you have anything to add on it, Lucy?
Oh, I mean, basically it's just like when someone gets to the top, it shows the type of person that they can really be, like who they are. It reveals their real
True
personality.
Their true colors.
Once you get to the best spot, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna be humble or are you gonna be prideful? That's what it shows.
Well, that's where we wrap it up today. Thank you.
Thank you for watching.
And
Go
have a
Pirates.
great week.
Go Pirates.